Hi, it's Saturday, March 3rd, 2018. She just woke up from a nap. I feel like I need to take a nap, but we can't. There's no time. We got to go upstairs and start a seed starting video. So let's go up there. Come on, baby girl. Okay, come on. Hey, okay, let me give you the 3 reasons, and they're more like categories, 3 categorical reasons why I start my seeds indoors. The first one is for control. You can control pretty much everything. You control the heat, the light, be it artificial or natural sunlight, the light spectrum, the on and off cycle. I don't so much care about that, and I just run my lights 24 hours a day when I'm starting the seeds indoors. You can control what is or is not in the soil. That's something I do care about, and you would really care about that if you were trying to go down an organic route of gardening. And then probably the number 1 thing that I want to control is the seed itself, for a few reasons. One, to make my own personal stance or to fight back a little bit against a multinational corporation that's trying to take over the world's food supply. I can do that by not buying their GMO seed, or doing a internet search and finding out all the seed companies that they've been buying up and seed names and patents, and trying to avoid all of that so as hoping not to funnel money into their pockets ultimately. Another thing would be controlling a seed, and I want to get heirloom seeds, and I want to create more diversity, better biodiversity, which is just going to make a healthier environment, healthier garden for me in general, and also you're kind of hedging your bet by having multiple different types of plants, hope of warding off or defending yourself to some degree against pests and disease and whatnot. And so that's kind of all the stuff I'd want to control. In category 2, I would call it just life skills. It's pretty handy to know how to start your own seeds, and if you're thinking in like a prepper mindset, it would actually be pretty necessary to know how. Another thing is that it ultimately is cheaper. Now, yes, at first I think I paid $15 for the light setup. This isn't specifically grow lights, so they could be way more expensive than that, but I don't think you need that, especially just for seed starting. Maybe if you were letting them grow the entire life of that plant's life under the light, then maybe yes, you probably would need a different light. But for my situation, and for most people's situations, I truly think this is just fine, and it's worked out fine for 3 years. I spent $10 on the little warming mat, and then other than that, it's scrap wood. I have a chair, and everything's sitting on a box just to raise it up. That is to say that it's all fairly cheap. So maybe the first year you're breaking even, or maybe it costs a little bit more than buying plants that are already started. But down the road, like say the year number 2, it is definitely cheaper. If you're paying $5 per pepper plant, or 10, I've seen $15 for a tomato start. Yes, you're starting them off big, but that really adds up. So that is category number 2. Save money and some good skills. And then category 3, I would just call it fun. It's good, clean fun to grow your own seeds. It truly is. And it's also enriching. It makes me feel connected to life, to the cycle of food. It makes me appreciate what farmers do. I look forward to coming home from work every day and coming out here and just seeing what has sprouted and watching stuff progress. Every year it never ceases to amaze me. It just always blows my mind, and I feel blessed to still be here for one more growing season every year, to watch a tiny seed grow to a full plant and then harvesting its bounty. An amazing thing. Then also in this category would be that if you want to eat more vegetables, which all of us should, growing your own really is a way of inspiring you to eat those vegetables. And you get to really taste vegetables and all the produce at its peak. It's perfect right here from the garden, and you're literally going inside and eating it. And that is an amazing feeling. It tastes amazing, but it's also an amazing experience, and the feeling you get from that experience. So the purpose of this is, though, if anyone is watching this and they're on the fence, I would say absolutely it's worth it. Do it. Do it. Okay? You'll thank yourself in about 4 months from now. All right. I'll perhaps show some clips of my last year's seed starting pictures and videos or whatever, just to kind of further inspire you. Have a great day. Have a great day is what I was trying to say. But yep, these are pictures from last year's seed starting. This is in the upstairs of our house, and I just built that wood frame and hung the light from it by chain so it was adjustable. And normally I would keep the light a little less than 2 inches from the top of the plants, but here I just raised it so it would be better to take a photo. The light itself is a 2 foot long double fluorescent bulb. The fixture holds T12 or T8. My bulbs happen to be T12, and they're 1025 lumens. They're labeled as daylight. I would recommend doing some reading about it. I'm no expert about any of these lights, but I guess you are supposed to have one or should have one that's in the blue light spectrum, so something with real high kelvins. Anyway, this was upstairs where they were growing upstairs for a little less than a month before I transitioned them out to the mini greenhouse that's in the backyard. And then this picture is when they first went out there the first day, so they're all droopy. But of course they sprung back to life there. And there's, you can't see them right there, but there's the peppers in the upper picture, and then there's a tomato, and I surrounded the more delicate plants with those bottles of water, those beer bottles just to protect them more on the real cold nights. But as everything grew, then I transitioned the other plants out into the garden, and then basically just kept peppers in there, and everything grew good. There was lots of harvesting. There's a couple pepper plants. My wife bought a few from the store that I added in there, so they're not all my peppers in there, but the vast majority of them are. That tomato plant, it grew. It was taller than the fence. I got tons of cherry tomatoes. All in all, it was a great year, and I have some more stuff that I'm working on right now. But anyways, yeah, hopefully it was somewhat entertaining, and thanks a lot for watching. All right, bye.